I think I hit save.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome to the newly branded Booked and Busy podcast. How are you?
Oh, good.
Good,
Thank you
good,
for having
good.
me.
So, Miss Lady, I read your book.
Hey, what did you give me to see?
So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it just a little bit because I really want people to know who you are so that they will come and support you.
Okay.
Um, you have it's quite messy. Quite messy. So there is a couple where everybody there's a bit of fidelity going on.
Yes.
So even though it's King, so he's
Yes.
in love with this lady. Is she? I didn't understand if she was older or if she was they're the same age.
Yes. King is 26. She's about 40.
Okay, okay. So um, she cheats on him with his daddy.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, sorry. And then it just goes haywire from there. That lands him into therapy.
Yes.
And then it lands he meets Janae
Right.
and they have this weird type of relationship where they end up married.
Mhm.
And then things happen because the ex is back.
Right. The ex is back.
Okay. So I don't know how to say it. Is it Sneak?
Thank you.
Sinq? Okay. So Sinq is back and she causes all kind of havoc. And everybody's blaming everybody. Nobody's taking accountability for their stuff. So, what led you to write this story?
Um, this was inspired by this. I mean, King is a combination of people that I may have known or heard about.
Okay.
But what really inspired was my cousin's relationship a couple years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and that just kind of well, there was a picture too, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
know the author, but I'm inspired a lot by covers, book covers.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw this
Mm-hmm.
book cover, and it was a attractive lady on the cover, and well, fast forward from that picture, this story was created, and it just went from, and I always like messy things from like soaps and Maury and things like that.
Okay. So, this definitely give Maury vibes. I was like, what is going on with these people?
Hmm.
Um, but you left it on a cliffhanger, ma'am. When is book two coming out?
Look who is in the works.
Okay. 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 All right. So this is your first book, correct?
This is the first book.
This is your first published book.
Yes, that's the first because a couple years ago, this is actually a combination of my first three books. There's three books in one. Then there's
Okay.
three books after this, so that would be part two.
Okay. 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 And let's talk about you just a little bit. Um, I have some questions for you, and I'm trying to get them out. So, if you could trade places with any one of the characters, would you?
If any one of the characters, hmm, I would probably maybe be Sebastian or Soraya. You remember Sebastian and Soraya?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe them just see, hey, start over fresh.
Okay. Okay. And then I'm stuck on the daddy.
The daddy.
That he aided and abetted in the foolishness. I'm really stuck on the father.
Yes, Abraham was a hot mess.
Woo, child. Um, and then my inquiry minds want to know. It wasn't a. It was. It had to be somebody who unalived him.
Oh yeah, that was
That's that we know in this book.
yeah. It should be. Oh, that was
Don't tell me. Don't tell me because it left on a cliffhanger.
It's
I
somebody's
need them to read it to understand it.
yeah. You got
Okay. Um. When you first saw your name on the cover of your book, what was that feeling like?
I was excited because, of course, I've been reading. I mean, I've been writing forever, but to see my name on the book, it was just finally, coming into fruition. So I was very excited.
Uh, was picking your book cover hard?
Well, picking a book cover. Well, they sent because I'm with the publisher, so they sent me a few different ones. It was either it was I had to narrow it down between that one and another one that was just like that, but not blue. I just decided to go with the more blue one, but it wasn't too hard. What do you think of the cover, and who do you relate to any of the characters?
No. I'm just being honest. None of them. None of them. The therapy part, that part, just going to therapy, but the rage that he had, is understandable. But that's the only thing I. Because Janae was, I'm forward, but not that forward. She was like, "What we doing, sir?" um, what do you, what do you, okay, now that you have published work, you're under a publisher, what do you, not advice, but what didn't you know then that you know now?
Oh, yes, I love that. So, one thing I would say is because we get free reign to do not our own, well, a lot of our marketing along with them, but we could do any type of marketing we want to do. Like this, for example, this wasn't suggested. I asked to, well, between you inviting me and me asking and everything, it wasn't just, oh, they didn't tell you to do this, right? So I had to, well, let me just start over. To answer that question, I would say what I didn't know then that I know now is to market, to stay. I actually like a schedule. Some people are more pantsers. They call it pantsers. You just do your thing. You don't do an outline or whatever. That's what worked for me in the beginning, just to stay on schedule. But what I didn't do then that I would say, if I could do anything different, was to definitely market, get your name out there. If you can, go to events, just network, just everything so people will know who you are.
Okay.
And be anticipating your work.
What's the most important part of the writing process to you?
The most important part I would say is once you get focused and get in that zone, stay in it. And for example, if you say, okay, I want to do this 2 weeks, just hypothetically, if I want to get this next book done in 2 weeks, stay on that 2 weeks. Don't say, okay, well, I'm going to start now. And then next thing you know, it's Christmas and you still haven't got anything. You got 2 pages done. Stay on and stay focused. Keep your head just keep your head in the game and then go from there. Distractions. Don't let anything distract you if you can. I mean, life been life, and that's why I don't have book 2 out yet, but it's coming.
What's the one thing that you would always include in your books?
I would like to always include messiness, spice, but also something that can help the character get from maybe a diabolical stage to a little more healed stage.
Okay. What would your readers be shocked to know about you?
They would be shocked to know that I don't know what they'll be shocked to know. I used to sing, I used to write raps. They'll
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Do you read and watch your reviews?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would like constructive, if they give me tips, I would like to implement them. They're positive, but if you just say, oh, this was trash, it sucked, you're not telling me how to improve it.
Okay. Which character was hardest to write?
The character that was hardest to write was probably King, even though it was easiest and hardest because I want to have book bay, but I don't know if he was your typical book bay. So that's the challenge. If I could just have you swooning over in the next books, you'll have more of a swoon-worthy book bait. This is one that's like maybe I want to choke you, maybe, like with Janae. Maybe I want to choke you. Maybe I want to get spicy with you. But
Okay. What's too far um in writing? Like what subjects or tropes you won't ever write about?
well, what's too far is I was working on this one book and I had to stop, and I haven't been back to it since. Was when it was kind of teetering towards, let's just say, essay for under 18. That's too far.
Okay. Um, are you a visual person? Do you need visuals to write? You need visuals or cover?
Yes, I'm inspired by the visuals, but I could write without them. But I am definitely, yes, I am visual. I use visuals. I didn't use visuals in this one, but I do use visuals like behind the scenes. But the next, any other, that goes back to the promo we were talking about earlier. Like have more visuals. Like this is King, this is Janae.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm writing, yes, I have visuals. But I prefer the visuals.
Okay. I have wrote down a few more questions. How do you deal with setbacks?
That's great. This was a year of setbacks for me, and so I'm happy to be here. I'm glad you had me today, and I'll let you know that just seeing me right here. Anybody that's going through anything, just know that you can make it through to the other side. A lot of things might happen, but prayer and just trying to stay focused, and know that tomorrow, if tonight was, they say sun will come in the morning.
Yeah.
If it's raining all night, sun will come in the morning.
Yep. Have you ever experienced writer's block?
I don't like to say it as writer's block. I would say that trying to let distractions overtake the goal. Stay on track, stay on focus, stay on task, as they would say. Because I also work with students and I also have to tell them stay on task. So yeah, I wouldn't want to call it writer's block, but writers getting overtaken with looking too much at social media when you should be writing, yes.
Are you a reader?
Yes.
What what genres do you prefer? Because sometimes people write in different genres than what they love to read in.
I like urban romance. I could read some other, like the other, or like you say, I could read some of that, but probably just urban romance, urban fiction, and erotica.
Okay. Um, what do you have a favorite trope?
The trope, I
Are
like,
you an enemies to lovers type of girly? Are you a kidnapping type of girly? Are you best friends to lovers? What kind of trope do you prefer?
I would like enemies to lovers. It could be best friends to lovers, or second chance, pregnancy trope. I like all the tropes. The only trope that arranged, is that a trope or is that just like a,
Yes, it's a trope. Arranged marriage.
yeah, arranged marriage is cool. But I want to see if I wrote an arranged marriage, I would like to do a different spin or more unique spin on it. But I know they have different spins. Uh, but the only trope I haven't been into yet that I'm getting into is probably, well, that's a genre, the paranormal, because you can have all those in paranormal. But I probably enemies to lovers first.
What genres do you want to write in the future?
I would like to go heavy on erotica.
Okay. All right now. Well, all right, all right. In the literary space, do you have any book boyfriends?
My book boyfriend, so I think her name is Lakia. I know there's some other ones we talk about, but Lakia, his name was, oh, what was his name? The book was called Passenger Princess. Have you heard
Yes.
of that one? Yeah, the guy in that one. I just can't forget about him.
Okay.
She needed things done, and just like it's a line in Glorilla song, he missed to get it done. He was Mr. Get It Done.
All right, then, Mr. Get It Done. I remember the book. I don't remember the character's name, but I remember the book.
Ah,
Um,
I think it was Tech. Yes, Tech, baby. That's my boo.
All right now. I do remember him.
Hmm.
I do remember him. I liked it wasn't Rambo. Where is her book? It wasn't Rambo. It was it was the one that had the white Air Forces. I liked him. He was young though. I
Hmm.
can't remember what his name was, but I did like him. Um, what's what made you fall in love with reading, and what made you fall in love with writing?
What made me fall in love with reading was back in the day when I was younger. I was always just talking to my mom, and she had me journal. But then I got into books just to escape, more of an escape reality. And what made me fall in love with writing was, from journaling to creating my own, creating worlds that I could escape into. That's what made me just going from what's happening in Lady Royce's life to just creating any type of dynamic and diving into it. So I love creating new worlds.
What does support look like for you? Is it family support? Is it just support of just going out there and getting it yourself? What does support look like for you?
It's probably 70-30. 70 is going to get it myself, 30% family, because I really don't involve them too much. They know about it a little bit, but I just go out and get it.
Okay. Um, what are the ingredients to a good character?
I think they need to have flaws, be relatable. And if they're not relatable personally, maybe you know someone that, I haven't dealt with this, my cousin dealt with this. That's kind of what inspired this, especially with Janae and King. There was something going on with my cousin's marriage and everything. But definitely be flawed, but have redeemable qualities. Be open to the character needs to be open to improvement. Even if they're arrogant, maybe they can humble themselves, or vice versa. If they're a little too humble, by the end they can have a little more self awareness. By the time we're done with them,
Okay. Um, describe yourself in one word.
resilient.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Um, how do you balance home, work, and writing?
Home, work, and writing. I'm still working on the balance. I'm trying to get into a routine, get back into my writing schedule on a regular basis. Get those releases more, uh, get the releases more often. Home life, just to do a little more pampering, a little more self care, and work. Try to leave work at work. Sometimes I bring it home, but when I'm done with the work building, work is done.
Okay. Um, where do you see the Lady Royce brand in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would like to. Well, I have a few more releases under this belt, but I would like to go into my own self-publishing. I started that way a couple years ago, then signed. Now I want to go back into doing my own releases, doing my own covers, my own. This that's where I see it in 5 years. Growing, have more books under my own, just self-published.
How let's talk about publishing. You are signed to Grand Pens. What made you decide to go to a publisher?
Um, I thought that going under a publisher would give me more exposure. But now I see that it might be, well, from what I was doing on my own, it was, maybe it's 50-50, because I had the level of, what's the word, like visibility. I had some visibility of my own. I have visibility there, but definitely I feel like Like it could just be up a notch, probably up a few notches. But I did it more for exposure.
What are the pros being under a publisher besides visibility?
A pro is you can have a team, and it's good that if you do have a publisher that's positive and on your side, they give you a lot of free reign to do what you would like to do. I mean, some things, like for example, I can't say, okay, I want book two to drop tomorrow. If I had, you know what I mean? So it's some things that has to go their way, but I do have a lot of room to. It's actually probably 90-10.
Mm-hmm.
I have 90% room to do things how I want, but then just 10% is like, well, we still have to keep it under like this business, but it's free reign as opposed to if I was with Random House or something. I don't know how much free reign you would have to do your own thing. You might have to do things how they want, but so it's pros and cons.
Okay. Um, Name something. No, better yet, how do you disconnect from writing? Like when you're done with your writing schedule, what do you do to relax?
I would I could read some. I might just write something else that's even though you said how disconnect from writing, but it might not be. It's not writing stories. It could just be something totally different. Writing how I want my self care to go for the next 30 days. I'm a big planner, so I do a lot of that planning. But and then spa days, maybe a mani pedi. I want to get a massage. That's coming up.
I love that. I love a good mani petty. um, Name something that everybody loves that you hate.
Something that everybody loves that I hate is mm, oh wow. Probably just living and being connected too much to the phone. Like even when you're driving, people I see it every day. They're on their phone when they're supposed to be focused on the road. That's a little crazy. Well, that's what they do. But I would say disconnect from your phone sometimes. It should be regular times where you just if that's your business, I get it. 'Cause we're here, you know what I'm saying? We're on the phone, we're online, but sometimes you have to step away from it a little
Okay.
bit. Especially when you're trying to be social. Have you ever had a party? Like I see live parties and they're just right here instead of mingling and dancing, they're just on their phone on the live.
Yeah, sometimes technology can take over. It's like why go
Hmm.
if you're on your phone? But sometimes, like for me, if I'm over everybody and over it, but I'm required to be there, like for family events or whatever, I would go sit in the corner, especially if they talking nonsense. I'll
Right.
pull out that phone and pull up a book.
But you did your part at the party and then you went. That's
Right,
it. The whole party you were online. You didn't even mingle. You didn't do anything. You just okay. I'm on the phone.
right. If I'm uncomfortable at something, I tend to get on my phone a little bit
Hmm.
if I'm uncomfortable. But then that's the introvert part of me where I'm not comfortable. Like I was at an event and I just was not comfortable in my outfit,
Mm.
and it just my whole mood was just ruined. So I just kind of sat in the corner on the phone. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't my vibe.
Right, I get it. Another one I would say is ramen noodles.
Ooh, I had enough of that in college. uh, um, Fill in the blank. Blank is life.
So peace of mind is life.
Okay. My pen is
I want to say it's fire, but I don't know. I'm gonna say it's fire.
okay. Okay. Um, Name something. Did I ask you that question? Name something that everybody loves that you hate. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Um, Girl, old age be kicking in. Um, What hates to see you coming?
What hates to see me coming is book cover sites. Cause that's what that's what I get inspired by a lot. So like Tammy covers
Mm-hmm.
and Aja. Yeah, book covers on Amazon or the Vine. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that word,
It's
but
fine. It's out there now. um, if you can invite 3 authors to the Author Hall of Fame, which authors would they be, and why?
okay, I thought about this one. Now, anybody I don't name doesn't mean I don't love them, but for the Hall of Fame, I like Diana Espool. I like because it's gonna be some throwback people. Who's the other one? Other two. Well, a newer one. I like Black Lavish.
Okay.
Uh, who's another one that I just anytime they Diamond Johnson.
Okay. Okay. If you can invite 5 authors to dinner, who would they be? Dead or alive?
Dead or alive. Eric Jerome Dickey.
Okay.
I would like Blake Carrington.
Okay.
It'd probably be our men because I like writing from men's perspectives, but that's a whole nother thing. But no, I could pick some women too. I would say the lady that did Color Purple. What was her
Alice
name?
Walker.
Alice Walker.
Okay.
Was that? I need 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
I would pick Jaquel J
Okay.
and Cartier.
Okay. Why this group of people?
This group. So one, well, for the historical and the ones from back in the day, I want to get their perspective on how things were then, and then the newer people like Cartier and Jaquel, just how they, I want to get in their head about how the book world affects them, how did they fit into the space, especially Jaquel going from the span of her career from how it was in the beginning to now. Everything, everybody's always waiting for the next thing.
Okay. Okay. Um,
And Alice Walker because she wrote a classic, and she had one from books or film. That's goes too.
is that your goal to have one of your books go to film?
Yes.
Okay.
Even if it's Tubi, I don't see anything wrong with Tubi.
Okay. Me neither. Cause I watched Tubi all night last night. um, ready to pop your shit a little bit?
Oh yes, okay. Pop my
Okay.
shit.
So, what events will you be at in 2026? Or the late 2025, 2026? Are you going to be at any book signings?
Oh, book signings. Well, for 26, I'll try to make the Jessica Watkins one, and any for now. I don't have any lined up, but I'll be working on it for 26. I would like to come to one of yours.
I don't have any book ones. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
But I don't have any book signings. Mine was just a book retreat, if you will, just a retreat. Um, what are your socials? Your social sites and your website.
My socials. We're working on the website. The socials are Lady Royce on TikTok, Lady Royce on Facebook, and IG. Well, you can find my IG through the Facebook, so it's all Lady Royce.
Okay. And do you have any projects coming out soon?
I have a book called Summer Secrets with the Cold-Hearted Beast that should be dropping by the end of the month, hopefully, and then we're going to be working on a holiday book, so that should be coming in a couple months.
Okay.
And Two Stars, that's coming. Date to be determined, but it's coming.
Okay. So you got at least 3 books coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Within the next 6 months.
Yes. Well, by 6 months, it should be probably 5 books. Well, we'll say by the end of the year, at least 3.
Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think that. Oh, what advice would you give to new authors, people wanting to write, um, older seasoned authors? What advice would you give?
Yes, because I'm an older seasoned author, so I would say definitely if this is what you want to do it, go for it, jump in. Don't worry about I'm not 21. I'm not 21. I'm not 31. I'm not even 41. But I'm I'm a vet, not a vet in the game, but I'm a vet that came into the game with the younger people. So I think it's room for everybody. Believe in your vision. If this is what you want, go for it. Nicole, no, but anybody that's everybody, go for it.
Okay, okay. Well, thank you. Because
Yeah.
I am, as you guys know, I am writing, so it's coming along. Um, so hopefully mine will be out. Um, hopefully by Valentine's Day.
Oh, great.
Um, let's see. Before I pop my shit, any last piece of information you want people to know?
Well, I want to give a shout out to everybody that came through in the chat. If I didn't get to say hello by name, I just want to say thank you for coming and pulling up. And thank you for having me, Nicole, Miss
You're
Bookie.
welcome.
I've been so excited. I've been watching. I've been wanting to be here. So I'm glad you had
You're
me.
here now. All right, all right. So before I pop my shit, I have some news. It's not great news, but it's not detrimental news. So I just, due to all that's going on, the political climate, the economic crisis that we're experiencing right now, I'm gonna cancel the Napa trip, books in Napa, because I don't find it, for me. I feel like I'm not being fiscally responsible, and I know that they're fiscally responsible people. So I just want people to be comfortable because Napa is very, very expensive right now. So I'm going to cancel it the September 4th through the 26th of 2026. I'll let you know if I will pick it back up. It may be postponed. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, it's canceled. Book events that I will be at. So I will be at the Boozy Book Tour Chicago. Okay. I will be podcasting live there with Shannon the Storm, along with the authors that are going to be there. So I'm super duper excited about that. That's Friday, uh, October 17th through the 19th. It's a whole weekend. It's 3 days of fun. I'm super duper excited. I'm excited to see my people, and a time will be had. So that's the last event that I will be going to this year. Next year, I will be at Boozy Book Tour Las Vegas. Super duper excited about that. Um, so again, I'll be podcasting live at that event, and it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. So it's the Chicago. I mean the which one is it? The Vegas one is a pajama jam. So a time will be had all 3 days in my pajamas. Okay. And then April, I will be at the Cali uh, author book and author takeover. I hope I'm saying that right. That is given by author Shelley P. I will be hosting that event. Super duper excited about that. It's going to be 2 days of fun. It'll be a game night on the I think a Friday night, and then Saturday is the book signing and lunch for those VIP ones, and it's going to be a time. All right. Um, what else is going on? I think that's all the events that I'm confirming right now. I know that I will be in Denver, the Boozy Book Tour of Denver, but I may be hitting up some other book events. But I haven't yet. I may be at BRBF So I'll let you guys know as time goes on. You can find, excuse me, you can find me at on Facebook, Substack. You can find me at Instagram, uh, Blue Sky, Threads, and here on TikTok under Booked and Busy. My name is right here, so everything's under Booked and Busy. If you guys wanting to interview, submit your interviews via email to bookedandbizzie at gmail.com. Sorry about that, y'all. What else is going on? As you guys do know, I am writing, so that's interesting. So I will be looking for beta and ARC readers probably within the next few weeks. We'll see how my progress is, and then I'll be sending out requesting for beta readers and then ARC readers as well. I think that's it for me today. If you guys are not following books and prospects, girl, book Rex and prospect book Rex, you know what I'm talking about. Coco, Chanel, and I'm sorry I can't get it together today. I ain't taking my memory medication, so I'm sorry. Chabelle, Coco, and Tasha in the mornings and Wednesday nights where they discuss books. Y'all make sure y'all follow them. Y'all make sure y'all follow Black Girl Tired, Specs, and Book Rex. Thank you, Tasha. God dog it. I couldn't get it together. I just couldn't get it together. So make sure you follow them on Wednesday nights and Coco and them in the morning. They're the morning collective and a time be had. Anything. You can walk into anything. You don't know what we're talking about. And it goes down. Okay? Sometimes we quiet and sometimes we not. Let's see. Make sure that you're following for all the book events. They're so super duper important. You know, this is how authors get out and meet you. So make sure that you're being supportive if you can afford to. Okay? You have to be fiscally responsible, but if you can afford to go to a book event and you want to see your favorite authors, just buy the ticket and go. Okay? I guarantee you, when you get there, you're going to meet somebody, and the time is going to be had. So, anyway, thank you so much, Lady Royce, for coming on.
Thank you for having me too. What were those dates for the Boozy Book Tour in Chicago?
October 17th through the 19th, which is in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome. You guys have a wonderful day. And stay blessed and happy reading, y'all. Bye, y'all.